Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. Listen, I ain't stressing today, okay?
Hey, you feel me? Yeah. Same here, man. Same here.
Yes, yes. So I'm so excited to talk to you. Thank you for joining me. Listen, you're so gifted and so talented, and being from Mississippi that you are, listen, there's a lot of talent down there, like I said, including yourself. What
Yeah.
inspired you to be in the music industry and just want to make awesome music?
What inspired me? First and foremost, thank you for inviting me on. I appreciate that. And second, I've been a musician my whole life. I can thank my parents for that. Especially my dad. He's a musician. He's an alto saxophone player, and so he put me on instruments right away. I really didn't have a choice. But as far as me, just jumping into the industry, it's just what I enjoy to do. It's why I feel the most comfortable. I live at the studio, and I just love to be creative and just see, like, I like to challenge myself and see what I can come up with. So I thought it'd be a perfect place for me.
Awesome. That is so awesome. So I want to also talk about your viral, amazing song, which is, of course, I Ain't Stressing Today. What
Yeah.
led you to make this song? Like, was there any inspiration behind that?
Yeah, it was. I was stressing. Ironically, so what happened was I think I might have been scrolling Twitter one day and I saw this old video of it was Chris Cross, Jermaine Dupri, the Brad. They were at they had a Soul Train performance. And To Live and Die for Hip Hop, they were performing one of Chris Cross's songs, which also samples Regina Belle, Baby Come to Me. And at that time, I still, I had no idea I was gonna make a song to it. But I was in my feelings. I was feeling like one day, like I just don't feel like I'm enough, or am I doing the right things, or and mid performance, they just started bouncing. They just started doing the bankhead bouncing and everything. And I just remember it making me smile so much. It just made me forget about everything that I had going on that day. And I said, you know what? I'm gonna just go outside, find some trees and be in nature, be one with the earth. And I'm gonna just bounce. I'm gonna record myself bouncing. So I did that and I put it on Instagram and it just started taking off, and other people started doing it, and they were like, this the dear Silas bouncing. I wasn't trying to create a dance or anything like that, but they all started bouncing or whatever, just mimicking me. And at some point I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just drop a freestyle to it just for some content, just to be consistent. And I did a freestyle to it and that started taking off. And then, people were like, when you gonna make it a song? And I was like, it was basically me trying to get ahead of the curve because the freestyle and the dance were taking off and there was no song that, to capitalize off of that moment. And so we made the song. Shout out my homie Fly Walker, Shell Ends, and the rest is history.
Wow, yes, it's definitely such a like an uplifting song. It puts you automatically in a good mood. So I also heard it first on Instagram too. I think it was like Instagram Reels. And instantly I'm like, wait, stop. What is this? And I had to play it. I had to find it and follow your Instagram. I said, wow, he is talented. Not just with this song either, with a lot of songs, all of your songs, right? So kudos to you and congratulations because it's like an amazing song. And also want to talk about your album. Like, what was the
Yeah,
process for that?
man. So that's I was gonna say it's pretty interesting. It might be interesting to me, maybe not other people, but yeah. Basically I got on Twitter. I'm always on Twitter. Everything starts off with Twitter. But I got on Twitter one day and I was in my feelings again, just being a human, like, man, I want this to happen and I want that to happen for me. And why isn't this happening? Just regular emotions. And I just tweeted sporadically. I was like, man, look, if y'all get this to like 5,000 retweets, I'll drop a mixtape. You know, and it got like 1,200 retweets in like the first hour, and I was like, okay. I didn't really expect that to happen, which is why I put such a big number on it. And at the time, I had no music readily available. I was just talking, just I was capping, as the people would say. I was capping, saying I'd drop a mixtape, and I had not one, maybe I had like one or two records, but when I saw the retweets happening so fast, I was like, you know what? We got to get in the studio and let's start making music. And so actually, we was getting so close to that 5,000 mark. I actually slowed down on promoting it because the music wasn't even ready yet. So I just remind people every now and then. But it all started just on a whim. This whole is giving self love. happened because I just, was talking out of my ass one day, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to get some retweets to put out an album, and here we are.
Listen, well, we're so thankful that you put it out. It's phenomenal. So I have like so many favorites. So let's see, you have Thank You, you have Smoke, which instantly like kind of gets me in a groove. And then of course, the song we talked about, I Ain't Stressing Today. But I have so many favorites. All of them are phenomenal. But do you have a favorite? I know it's probably can't really pick. I'm sure you love all of them, but do you have one that's just like constantly on repeat all the time?
Yeah, man. I mean, it's a ritual in my career. We put on the whole album every day, so it's on repeat. Can't let one day go by without just running it all the way down. And I made it in that way for it to be listened to. Like I wanted it sonically to fit together, and I want people to listen to it in order. So if you're watching this, do not put it on shuffle. Intro to the outro, but probably the song I would say, like, I love all of them. They are my babies, but the one that just means a lot to me is March 28th. Because that record wasn't supposed to be on there. I was pretty much done with the mixtape, and unfortunately my father passed away, and like 24 hours after he passed, we got in the studio, and I kind of had a song already, but we repurposed it for him, and it just means a lot to me because I can feel what I felt in that moment, every time I hear it.
Well, I'm very sorry to hear about your father. I know that you're making him super proud. So I'm very sorry about that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Yes, yes. And also, I know as a creative, it can be tough sometimes, trying to juggle out personal life and music life and just having some time to yourself. How do you balance out everything and just keep that creativity going?
So I need to work on that. I'm not doing so good at balancing, like, working in real life. Everybody's always telling me you got to take time to, chill or celebrate yourself. And I'm always in go mode. So I'm like, even I don't really sleep much because I'm up thinking like, oh, I can do this, or I can do that. And I get most of my ideas at like 4 o'clock in the morning. So I'm always just, typing away stuff in my phone to make sure I don't forget because I got a terrible memory. But yeah, I don't know. I think, man, the only thing I do besides work is probably I might eat, and watch maybe 20 minutes of some anime or something like that. Other than that, yeah. But I'm gonna do better on that this year. I'm gonna take some time to chill, go on a vacation or something like that.
Yes, definitely have to enjoy yourself. Yes. Speaking of food, right? I know you mentioned you like to eat in your spare time. What do you like to eat?
What I like to eat, man, I like wings. I like wings. I like whole fried wings. I just got into lemon pepper about 6 or 7 months ago. There's a really big thing amongst, I think, our community is lemon pepper wings. And I just didn't get it, but now I understand, and I feel bad that I shunned it for so long. But yeah, I like wings. I'm partial to pasta every now and then. But yeah.
I love wings too. I love barbecue, honey barbecue actually, and lemon pepper. Like,
come on, girl, yeah.
Yes.
That was my favorite before I left it alone a little bit, but that's what I was on, the honey barbecue with the ranch,
I'm definitely a foodie too.
For
and
sure.
I want to talk about you becoming independent. First off, wait, congratulations. You're independent, you have your own label. What was the backstory behind that? What led you to say, what, I'm going to make my own label. I'm going to just be 100% independent. Like, that's a huge deal.
Yeah. So just a ton of experiences, past, these past few years, a lot of trials and tribulations, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of good stuff, a lot of not so good stuff led to this decision. And I just felt like, man, I was starting to realize like how much power I hold, not as just the artist, but as a creative or just as a businessman in its entirety. And I just think about, I've had so many great moments, and I look back and I look at how those moments were created. And it all started with me and my team, with no outside influence. And I thought to myself, why not do that? Why not just go full fledged with that? Like, bet on yourself all the way. Because normally, what I've done in the past, I'll get something going and get some fire behind it, and then I'll just pass it out to somebody else, and I say, okay, hey, you take it to the goal. Like, nah, I just want to go all the way to the end zone with this one. And so right now, I'm proud to have my own entity along with my wife. We're running the Sound Village right now, and yeah, I'm excited for the future.
That is so awesome. What advice can you share to someone who wants to also start their own label and become independent? Like, what advice can you share? Any tips or advice?
Yeah, definitely. I would say, being independent, it's probably not for everybody.
Mhm.
I think we're well suited for it because we just got a lot of tools on the tool belt. We know how to do so many things already, and I've been in a lot of situations where I had other people doing stuff for me, and sometimes they disappear, and you're left to pick up the pieces, and I think that's kind of I'm fortunate that those things would happen because it's blessed me with so much knowledge because I had to figure out things on my own, and in a lot of instances. So like I know how to do so much stuff, and it's like, man, like I think if you want to be independent, just know it's gonna be hard work. It's not just gonna fall in your lap. You really got to get up and do it yourself. But yeah, I would just say that. I would just say if anybody who wants to be independent, if you're okay with trusting you and your decision making skills and just going for it, I would say, but if you want to, there's nothing wrong with having the quote unquote machine behind you as well. I mean, I've been in all these situations. I've been independent, I've been major. So yeah, I think those two led me to figure out what was best for me. And I think this is the best way to go because right now we're in a zone of trusting ourselves and putting our best foot forward.
Yes, I like that. I like that. Now, I also want to ask you too. So, there's so many artists out right now. Is there anyone who you would love to maybe collaborate with one day who you haven't worked with yet?
Oh yeah, definitely. I think I was on live like the other night and somebody mentioned Andre 3000. And I said if I could do something with Andre 3000, y'all can count that as my last record. I don't have nothing else to prove. I don't got nothing else to do. I'm gonna just sit back, kick my foot up, and I'm gonna eat some honey barbecue wings and lemon pepper, and I'm gonna just chill because I don't need to do nothing else. But look, 3,000. If you're out there, I'm here. I'm making strides. Shout out. It's a lot of people though. Busta Rhymes, Missy Elliott, Snoop Dogg. Master P. It's a ton of people I can name. I'll be going on and on forever. But yeah, definitely.
I can definitely see that Andre 3000 for sure. Like this, I can see that already in my head. So it's gonna happen. We're rooting for you. It's gonna happen.
I appreciate it. I appreciate
Yes,
it.
yes. Now, is there other artists out there in Mississippi who we should know about that you can tell us about that you're listening to?
Oh my gosh, it's a ton of artists out there. I don't even know. We got so much talent in Mississippi. I don't know if I got enough time on this interview to name every single person. But I would say, man, I post a lot of people normally on my stories. So I would say just stay in tune with me because anytime I see something good, I don't want to name just like a few names because I feel like I'm not doing a service to all of the talent that we have by leaving anybody out because I know I'm gonna forget somebody. But anytime I get a chance, man, I'm making sure I'm pubbing for my people because man, we the best kept secret, you
Yes.
know. So yeah, Mississippi got something to say.
Now, last but not least, I want to ask you too. Now, what's next for you? And please correct me if I'm wrong. Are you going on tour soon?
Yeah, I'm absolutely going on tour soon. I'm going to be supporting my homie Ibrahim. He's a European trumpet player, and he invited me along to hit a few dates for him. I can't think of all of them off top, but I definitely got the link
It's a
to it
lot.
in
It's a
the
lot.
link in my
Definitely
bio.
check the link out. It's a lot. A lot of cities.
Yeah. That starts at the end of September. So yeah, hitting him, I think maybe like 5 or 6 cities with him. But at the top of the year, hopefully, I'll be headlining my own tour, and we'll be announcing those days real soon.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, thank you so much for your time. And listen, I'm rooting for you. I honestly do have your songs on repeat a lot. I'm not just saying that. And I
Thank you.
want to say again, congratulations on everything and happy belated birthday. Oh my gosh. Yes.
Appreciate it. Thank you. Appreciate it.
You're so welcome. And listen, you have a great evening again. Thank you so, so much.
No problem. I got one more thing to say. Everybody who's watching this, make sure you tune in every Friday for Video Mania. I'm dropping a new visual. We started September 9th, which is my birthday. We're dropping a new visual from It's Giving Self Love every week until, can't remember the exact date, but till mid-October. So we, maybe 8 or 9 new videos. So just be in tune for that, and that's it.
Yes, make sure you guys tuned in.
Cool.
Thank you.
No problem. You have a good one.
You too.
All right.